Welcome everyone. I'd like to introduce you to the swing trader community. In his article, The Concept of Discourse Community, John Swales explains that there are 6 characteristics that define a discourse community. I'd like to show you that swing traders possess all 6 of these characteristics and are in fact a discourse community. But first, let me explain what a swing trader is. Swing traders are a small part of the securities investment world, which consists of market makers, mutual funds, exchange-traded funds, venture capitalists, brokers and their agents, and individual investors. Individual investors makes up the largest portion of the investment community and is broken up into 3 categories of day traders, swing traders, and long-term traders. The difference between these 3 communities is the way they manage their risks associated with equity investing. Equity investors buy and sell securities such as stocks, bonds, and currencies. They can also buy and sell derivatives of these, such as option and futures contracts. They purchase these securities on different exchanges such as NASDAQ, the New York Stock Exchange, and a host of foreign stock exchanges such as the Frankfurt Stock Exchange. Equity investors can buy and hold any combination of securities. What differentiates swing traders from other traders is that they tend to hold securities for a short period of time, usually 2 weeks to 2 months. This helps limit their market and specific risks. They also buy a number of securities, usually around 10, and this helps to reduce their portfolio risk. Now that we know what a swing trader is, let me convince you that they are a discourse community. The number one characteristic that Swales defines as required by a discourse community is that it has common public goals. For swing traders, that is to generate revenue. They do this by timing their trades and managing their risks, and this requires communication. Communication begins with unique terminology that's specific to the community in which it's used. For swing traders, we'll talk about candlesticks and describe them as dojis or morning stars, depending on how they form throughout the day. There are also long-term uptrends, short-term downtrends, lines of support, lines of resistance, and we'll even discuss things like indicators, such as the MACDs displayed at the bottom of the page. Another characteristic of a discourse community, as defined by Swales, is that it utilizes mechanisms of intercommunication among its members. Swing traders communicate with analysis reports, newsletters, and webinars. They even utilize blogs and forums to share information. Amateurs can communicate with professionals by meeting with brokers, joining clubs, or joining an association. The third rule that defines a discourse community is that it utilizes these instruments of communication to provide information and feedback. Reports and newsletters provide swing traders with succinct information in a standardized format, as you can see here in this Market Edge report on Amgen. Other forms of communication, such as blogs and forums, allow amateurs to provide feedback with professionals. Another form of communication that's gaining favor among swing traders is the use of webinars. This allows professionals to provide video demonstrations of information that they're providing, and it allows amateurs to ask questions and get immediate responses. The final characteristic that Swales claims defines a discourse community is that there are tools to limit the level of its members and maintain a ratio of professionals and amateurs. Swales explains, the members of a community enter as amateurs and, I quote, exit by death or less involuntary ways. For the swing trader community, the less involuntary way is for a member to lose all of its money. The community is also highly regulated by state and federal and international laws. Professionals must be registered, and there are laws governing when and how information can be shared. I have shown that the swing trader community have a common goal and established mechanisms for communication that they use to share information to further their aims. They utilize specific lexi in communications and have tools to limit membership. I hope this convinces you that swing traders are in fact a unique discourse community. Thank you for listening.